It's Monday and we have to make sense of it. Today we're making sense of why someone decides to go no contact, because it is rare that going no contact is a personal decision. It is usually the result of a clinical and legal intervention. It is more realistic for us to hear someone say, I don't deal with them anymore, I'm done talking to you. But when we hear the term specifically going no contact, that is usually the result of mental health spaces, legal systems, or protective interventions. In many cases, the intervention no contact tends to come after treatment or therapy has been attempted. The police have been called more than once. Restraining orders have been considered or actually put into effect. And lastly, the relationship has been identified as unsafe. This is not a casual decision that someone wakes up and makes. It's the identification of a pattern. It comes after repeated conversations, attempts to repair, setting boundaries that were not respected, or trying to stay connected and getting hurt anyway. No contact is rarely the beginning or the first response. It's usually the intervention once everything else has failed. At some point, the body's going to have to make a decision too. Not out of spite, not out of ego, but out of survival. Because when connection consistently leads to stress, confusion, emotional harm, or instability, the nervous system learns this isn't safe. And so distance becomes regulation and not rejection. Most people will focus on, you cut me off, instead of asking, what about the connection was so unsafe that this person chose to go 100% no contact with me? Because it is rare that no contact is about control. Usually, when no contact is enforced by the victim, it's about ending exposure to repeated harm. No contact doesn't mean I don't love you. It simply means I cannot stay connected to you safely. It means love exists, but safety does not. And when those two do not align, people have to choose. No contact is not punishment. It's protection. And once it reached a level of clinical language and legal involvement, the situation has already gone too far. And people have to make sense of how distance becomes regulation and not rejection. And this is why on this series we talked about triangulation, complacency, the mother wound, abandonment, and relational safety. Because no contact doesn't come from nowhere. It comes from identified patterns that never changed.